Forsaken, abandoned to the dark, what choice but to follow the flame? To seize the world with this fire is to see it burn first.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 15 of our Astragoth Ironhand Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here to show the Tomb Kings the true meaning of war. We've even brought one of their Kimrian War Sphinx to face off against them. We can even show off some of the color schemes that you'd see for if you were utilizing a lot of these units here for Astragoth. The Chaos War Shrine looks absolutely glorious. Even though we should definitely be replacing you with a Droth Tsar Sorcerer. We've got our Charybdis, which is going to be on anti. This thing is going to be seeking and destroying the enemy Scorpion as soon as possible. The enemy army is mostly Tomb Guard, has a couple of Chariots, a couple of Ushabti Great Bows, and then one Tomb Scorpion. So everyone has their jobs. We've got kind of a secondary group of Smashers in the back ready to go after those Tomb Guard. I've got my Hobgoblin Archers up front to take the shots from the Ushabti Great Bow before anyone else does, because they matter all of 0 at this point. We have, oh yeah, just the War Sphinx, perfect. We'll do it like this, it'll go faster. Glorious, gonna put you back up front? The answer is no. Let's get all of our infantry. Get you guys out of guard mode, except for you two there. Glorious. So like I said, plan is let the Hobgoblin Archers get shot by the Ballista while all of our big beasties move in and engage, then everyone else can follow from there. Let's do it. Hydra is able to regenerate as well, that's why it's all the way up front. We'll go ahead and send the Kimrian War Sphinx with the Hydra. Charybdis, your job is hunting down that Tomb Scorpion. Our guys, you can go with our Lord to go after the Chariots. This big, bumbling bat can move on in. Here come those Ballista shots, and they're going after the War Hydra exactly like we want. The Charybdis and the Mammoth getting in each other's way. Mammoth, you better move, otherwise that Charybdis is going to get hungry. They decided to fire on the War Sphinx now. Let's go ahead and start dropping that flaming breath here on this group of Tomb Guard. They draw them into the woods. There is the Tomb Scorpions behind there as well, so it's got to keep moving. Our own flavor of Ushabti can arrive now. Let's charge straight on in and go after that Tomb King. Back into this front line. Charybdis, I thought I had you going after... the Scorpion ran away, that makes sense. Alright, all of our ogres and otherwise charge in and crush this group of... There it is. The Scorpion stalking the woods ever so slightly there. Charybdis gonna go feast. Let's drop the big bombs here in the middle here. Chaos Undivided and Shut working together. Make sure you get back over here and help out with the Ushabti Great Bow, because they are pretty dangerous fighters, all things considered. You rip through these Tomb Guard. We'll ask the cannon shots, so we'll go ahead and keep Great Weapon Ogres back, just in case. We're not even really going to need our blunderbusses here. Archers run. You guys crash in, just annihilate whatever's here. Charybdis, you keep fighting against... the epic duel of Charybdis and Tomb Scorpion, which Tomb Scorpion's getting those stings off left and right here. I know, Goblins, quit shooting the friendly. We're also going to watch out for the incoming summon of Ushabti that they have as well. Likely they'll put them here in the center, because this is where all of our units are. Get all of our heavy hitters back and waiting to support our blunderbusses should they need to. Or we may beat them before they even get to summon their Ushabti. That Tomb King is completely surrounded by big beasties. Normally you gotta pay extra for that many big friends. And there goes the Tomb Scorpion. But you guess these guys are very similar to your Dreadnoughts for the Astartes, aren't they? They've got the interred Relic Priest powering it. That's pretty neat. Alright, that fells ourselves a king. We get to snatch up all his treasures that he had with him, and we'll take the extra labor. Surprised we get to keep the binding going on those skeletons for as long as we do, but we'll use them until they are dust. Great Incantation of Kassar is probably going to have us taking attrition as we move through the area. That's unfortunate, but it's alright. Temple training's now done, so we've got the Bull Centaur Renders drilled in the Temple of Ashut, and in sight of the Bull God himself, fight harder and better for his infernal blessings. And snack harder on their weaker lessers. I don't know. My story got destroyed somewhere in there. Training dummies. This army has undertaken a rigorous new training regime focused on frontline combat, yielding excellent results. All units now have improved melee attack capabilities. 15 more melee attack capabilities, that's great. Well then, Yadri Oathforged.
For the wisdom of Valea.
I think your oaths may need to lead to doom. I also kind of realize the Dawi are sitting in these positions so they can jump through the underways and go straight after our capital. Dastardly, but very clever. The rail network would really allow us to get around quite quickly. We've just been using all of our raw materials for the turn. Alright, Bloodthirster Prison, you are actually pretty cheap. Extra power for all of our armies sounds amazing. Astragoth, are you ready to get out and running again? You are, and Maximilian Gorst stands between you and victory. Well then. Away with you, zombies. I realize this is actually a battle we're probably going to have to fight. Simply because even if we do auto-resolve it and win, it's still going to slaughter some of our men, so let's get a little bit more target practice ourselves. Alright then. Star Deployment will pretty much set up exactly where we were previously. Except for I'm going to... Oh, they have no one on this side? That's beautiful. Both magma cannons then are going to set up in the same spot so they can rain hell on down onto the line. Blunderbuss teams. And then I'm going to do the line rifles next to them. We're just going to have that whole squad. We don't really want them that rotated just yet then, do we? Like this. We'll do the axes here. Here, and then behind, just to make sure no one makes it through. Red Rust can set up in this position with our Demon Barge ready to kind of fly right on in and start taking out. They have the one unit of bats, but we can send our Red Bull in to shoo them away. Alright, the Labor Recruitment Bulls. You guys are going to go in on this side. We'll try to keep the Shield Bulls back as more defensive flanking Monstrous Cav. Meanwhile, we'll have these guys moving in as the mean big beaters. The Dark Ravagers and the Rough Riders up front because they've got the dual weapons. Just gotta spread them apart so there's plenty of opportunities for flanks. Castle in here. Let's see, which one of you is more defensive? Oh, Kevin's just tougher across the board. We'll leave Gruk, the Backbreaker, back as defense for the squad too. And the other guys can be rolling with Astragoth to go clobber that front line. Alright, so Astragoth, you and the Bull will be in your own squad. Guard mode for everyone here except for these great axes, and then here's what we'll do. Actually, we'll just put the range units in their own squad. Guard mode here except for on the Charred Drake because of how terrifying it is. The Renders can be in their own squad here with the infantry. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, we'll start the battle off by selecting our Hellstinger here. Having it target the Cryptors right off the bat. You can go get these, speaking of bat. Plenty of bats for you to go stamp out. That looks like a good spot for you. Let's send these labor recruitment bulls this direction, just to annihilate those poor fools. And let's see. We can just run straight through the front line into the back line. That sounds hilarious. Straight through this squad of zombies. Excellent hit. This is pretty much just a cinematic battle at this point. Man, our Charred Drake seems to be much faster than it was last we played. Get in there, boys. Go ahead and give them the extra cloak of defensiveness. Drop down more Dreadquakes, because there's no escape. Let's get the shield first. We can do both, can we? You're not going to see me complain. Hellhammer. The rest of these guys haven't had to do anything at all. Let's come on back just a little bit. Hellhammer rips through. I could die. What can you really disrupt? Pretty much anything you want. I'm gonna skate the Drake back across. Drake can do what it wants. It's a demon barge. Good grief. Astragoth, let's go clobber this Vargulf. He is indeed a monster. Absolute slaughter this has been. Ash Storm goes down, we'll have our Red Bull come over here and disrupt these zombies. We don't even need the units to really rotate. Line rifles, you come on out and chase these Skelly Spears. Shotguns work together on these zombies. And meanwhile, over here, the Red Bull and everything else is just thriving. Get that Colossal Strike and hunt down the Vargulf for me. I'll wait till we actually make it into combat, then activate the Demon Flask. You're going nowhere, fool. One more Hellhammer for good measure. Almost reached the second group. We'll have to get it a little bit further in. And still deleted them entirely. And a Dreadquake for good measure? Nah, they're gone. Undead, annihilated. We'll speed that up. Alright, only one of our own falls in the fighting, and it was one of Astragoth's Rough Riders, but they should be replaced. And honored. She'll sack the settlement. And then we're going to go ahead, because that was nice and simple, and we have ourselves this squad of Hobgoblins here for Ragni the Scourger. Every time you sack with that seat, the tower seat that is, which one is it exactly? You Field Marshal, you get you kind of a 15 squad of Gobbos. I think it is 15, 16, or 17 units, and it is a kind of a random assortment of always Hobgoblin units. Oh, Augur went all the way around. Okay, well I do have to hunt you down then. Let's stop here, that way I can pass out skill points. As for the skill points we'll use, let's do Flaming Sword of... We can layer up Flaming Sword of Rune with the Ash Storm and just annihilate things. Beefy Champion Kevin, let's go ahead and finally give you your melee attack. You've got plenty, but you can't ever do with too much. There's never such thing as too much attack. Unless you're Scarbrand. Because then you get over 100, things start getting real spicy. The diminishing returns, that is. We'll do for you hidden stores for more replenishment when you can. And now we'll go deal with Odor. And again, if we can limit casualties, I'm happy to go for one of those quest battles. Yeah, I mean, what do we need to fight? Well, let's see. I'm curious. Red Bull about got taken out. Can we replenish it? The answer is no. Alright, then we can go for one more turn of replenishment. We can just kind of hang out here and pig barter. That works out just fine for me. And now, while we're chilling out here, let's go ahead and grab the point into a flaming sword. The healing would be great, but I think we're already getting up to max on everything except for our Red Bull. Let's go plate armor on you then, Gruk. Hard to hit on Morgan because he does end up in melee more often than not. Let's get more movement here with the Tower Roads. Blade Rock. We need 4,700 for the Flame Tower, which is a control bump to this province and all adjacent ones. Would have been interesting. Interesting landmark there. We would need 400 minus whatever we're missing there. So it looks like 60%, not 60%, but there's only 60 that's being taken away there. Okay. We could also save a little bit of our gold and use it for those landmarks. Treasure trove's only 1,900, that's not bad. Challenge stone has been unchallenged for pretty much the entire campaign, which is great. Here in Saber Mountain, raw materials consumed. This is an outpost area, so not useful. Maybe if anything, we need the Kadai building, and then our good old Temple of Hashut. So yep, the Kadai building is only 197 that is, so let's go ahead and grab that. But how much is it for the Great Temple? 39. It's something I think it's extremely worth it, because this would get us up to 90 Conclave influence a turn. We could also just upgrade the Tower of Gorgoth to be safe, and we could get the landmark there. So yeah, tier 3 is at least what we need to get to. Alright, looks good. Devil Laws, are you going to do the same thing? We're getting less, but still more than if we weren't both raiding here. Alright, so we've got 2 armies here, and Emmerich is still hanging out in Honorel's tomb.
Misguided.
Misguided. Almost all of our movement to get there. So if we go into a tunneling stance and try to draw the Elgi into a fight in the underways, what then? I think we could win that fight. Shambletown is destroyed. Is it not going to repair itself at all? That's fine. It's not that much to get this that fixed up. Since that's just control, so it's 1 control faction wide and 2 in adjacent provinces, we will simply go for the ironworks here for more artillery options. Then we come on in. Mighty monsters. No, we probably will actually just go for either varied trading or the ammunition caches. Let's get ammunition caches. 10% more ammo for all armies, that is never going to be a bad thing. Always effective. Yeah, they're sitting here and building up. Harrick get gold. They've got some flyers as well now. Thankfully, our Hellstingers do outrange. Hopefully, if we can drop one bomber per shot, mostly, or roughly, we should be able to deal with it pretty quickly. But they are now recruiting to counter our recruiting, which, fair enough. Alright, Imrik's army is being retrofitted, looks like. But in the underways, we've got the advantage here. You're doing pretty good. We'll start working on your corruption spreading then. Rest of our heroes I don't care about. We'll ignore those damaged buildings as well. We'll set the goblins to fixing them. Large store there in Grimtop. Sorry, Ragni. What are you taking attrition from? Vampiric corruption. We are still very low. State your pathetic demands. He wants peace. See, the problem with that idea there, Greasus, is that I am meant to own all of the Darklands. So Imrik does come on into faces in the under. Wow, 4 sets of Dragon Princes, huh? Yeah, I don't want to retreat without a fight. Give us a close defeat, we'll go ahead and give the leadership banner to just any of these hobgoblins. Let's make them work for it. Alright, so if that's Michaela over there, I should have checked. He's got multiple dragons that we're going to have to be dealing with. Good news is, all of our hobgoblins now have Vanguard and Stalk. Which we're pretty much just going to deploy as normal here in the Underway, but it's good to be aware of. Let's put the guard on the flank. Hobgoblin archers across the back line. Don't mind our tank being up front trying to lure Imrik on in, because if he jumps the tank, we will then surround him with all of our units at the same time here. You being on your bull is a little bit spooky. Nice Forge Legion in the back line. Our Hellstinger also fairly far back, and this is going to be the normal variant of Hellstinger, not our RR. A little bit less effective, and won't be dropping Dreadquake bombs. It drops kind of normal bombs that are still very effective, just not... They're obviously not Dreadquakes. Our sneaky gits, which will be mostly for anti-cavalry work once those guys get a little bit closer. Alright. There's a chance for victory here, it's just a very, very slim one. Range, and then our skirmisher boys. Let's do it. I'm gonna pull most of these guys here. Let's advance them so that we can hit. I don't really know what the best call is. You move up so you can start blasting through these lions of the Swordmaster. You see the one's a good target. Hellstinger, let's get you the Hellstinger bomb. And there's Michaela, so we'll have you start moving up and blasting her then with the Hellstinger. She'll start throwing fireballs back, so I'll be interested to see how much damage she gets. Doesn't have near the range of the other one. do have a healing mage too, so maybe we should have our sniper go after her instead. Oh yeah, missed. Something I didn't think was even a possibility. Yeah, see, that wasn't a miss. I'll mine an Overcast and Spirit Leech to try to take out their healer. Can't really get closer. Here come those reinforcements. Hellstinger, keep blasting. We'll use the speed to get away if we need to. Here come those fireballs, which you should be resistant to at the very least. That still hurts pretty badly though to get hit. Alright, starting to properly decimate that front line now with the Drossar Gron. Fire on those Sword Masters. There's all sorts of units in here, so we're just going to drop the shots there. The Healing Mage is trying her best to compensate for what's happening. It's just not working so far. Get him, get him. Get another Spirit Leech in. You have to get really close. Let's overcast it once more. You guys split up. Come on, Hellstinger. Still firing on who? Wait, no, she retreated, looks like. Speaking of retreat, won't win that skirmish duel. Love to see the flames blasting through. Hellstinger, are you taking shots at their healer? Perfect. And they're trying to wiggle her and dodge them. Let's see if it works. Ooh, it failed. She's gonna be running very soon. It's not doing that much damage to the Silver Helms, but it is to all the other units there. Doing some damage, it's just not super insane. One more hit to that life mage, she's gone. Yeah, we're gonna help out against these Sword Masters, get that Flare Pistol in. So glorious. You realize they can't keep... There goes the life mage. She gone. Fall back there, boys. Not the best use of the Hellforge, or the Legion, but we'll take it. Last Michaela down. Each one of those shots, as long as they're hitting, that's another miss. They're pretty good at dodging them on the dragons. That is a heap of units that aren't going to take very much damage to our cannons. Let's maybe go this way. Yeah, they're too good at dodging when they're in the air, so let's go ahead and have you just use that gas to fall back. Front line advance. We really don't want the dragon just flying over the top. You turn and get some shots where you can. Love to see the Hellforge Legion doing their thing. Gotta move these skirmishers apart a little bit there. Oh, there's the piercing bolts of burning. I saw them activating, but wasn't quite enough. Keep falling back. Spirit Leech on. Truthfully, this Hawk. They're not the most scary, but we can get them running away pretty quickly. You guys move in here on these Silver Helms, just break them quickly. Give you the role of not taking too much damage. Keep falling back. All archers, well, not much we can tell them to do yet, but Alright, let's drop that Black Gem of Nar so we're not taking any damage. Breath of Hatred, call in for the help as quickly as possible. You guys get up there. Oh, the laser breath. Defend yourself. Shotguns, just do whatever kind of damage you can. Let's get that Armor of Contempt up. Sneaky boys come up the sides. Still got plenty of archers, which is basically the Legion's job to deal with. You cheeky rat. Die Fireborn to deal with all their artillery. Sneaky Gates move in there. Gotta get you away. Shotguns, who are you blasting? You gotta find someone and you gotta kill him. Just gonna go after artillery. Native Juna here. Yeah, we just got overwhelmed. Well, that's not great. You're still facing the wrong direction. Gotta deal with those dragon princes. We've got so many enemy units in one spot here. I mean, the Kadai did good work, but they're gonna disintegrate away before they finish her off, sadly. Drop the Spear Leech on Michaela. Just a case of way too many Elgi. Alright, we'll have you, as soon as you're out of your ammunition, just go ahead and run. In fact, you guys go ahead and drop your artillery and fall back. Everyone withdraw. You did about as much damage as I could hope for. Can't have your tank withdraw, so it's stuck here to fight to the bitter end. Alright, fair enough. You just as disruptive as possible. Else go ahead and fall back. Oh, these dragon princes being cowards. Alright, yep, time to bail. Oh, our Iceforge Legion got caught by the Dragon Princes. That's glorious. Well, maybe if it ends fast enough. I told them to retreat, but they're now not going to. Okay, cool. Well, sometimes you get cheesed. Aggressively by the AI. My tanks decide, oh, there it goes. It's just so bogged down, it can't do anything. Disrespectful Dragon Princes, good job. Abrick knows the only reason he's still alive is because Drazhoath is a terrible ally. If we were playing with another player, you'd be done times infinity. Alright, get him, tank. We'll just watch the Drossar fall, or I guess the Zargron's gonna hang out for quite some time. It's got so much health. But I'll catch y'all back in the campaign back. Alright, we score ourselves a valiant defeat. A few of our lads fall into fighting. We lost the Iceforge Legion, of course, because those Dragon Princes were being brutal, and our Drossar Gron fought to the bitter end. We're still very low, huh? And now Ungrim is tired of us raiding, and he declares war. We bring our allies. And Karakadrin comes straight in after. It is so many flame cannons. Okay, so here's the thing. This is one of those fights where we are raiding, so we're going to be tired. But our army is set up to bother his quite badly. So once again here, let's see how much damage we can do, and this time I will be a little bit faster to call the retreat. Plus all we'll be losing is goblins, so it's really nothing lost. The immortals can also fight through a ton of slayers on their own, so that'd be... let's do it. Alright, this is pretty much the perfect map for this too. So they do have, obviously have a pretty severe artillery advantage on us. Let's go ahead and have gobos. Basically just going to deploy up on this hill. Force the dwarves to kind of run all the way across the map. We've got plenty of orcs, plenty of gobos. Get them into combat. They're still going to rip through plenty of Dawi. Just make sure we're not getting shot at immediately so we can get our micro set up properly. We have one of the stalking Red Bulls. Hellstinger is absolutely going to be in charge of dealing with the enemy Doom Seekers, because those will be huge issues for us. We'll throw from some of our sneaky gets way out on the sides. Two of them together actually should be able to take down helicopters with just their blades. If we have all three of them, they're really safe. The Mortals, we'll head them behind all of the expendable troops. Our Overseer kind of in the middle. We also have the Death Shriek. Alright, cool. So let's get our main characters in the group. All of our infantry. We'll have the sneaky gits in their own squad, and then the skirmish cav. Guard mode there. Let's do the thing. Okay, so those are just normal gyrocopters. Lads moving in and disrupting. Same thing here with the Red Bull. It is on the volley mode, which I think is best for going after artillery. We'll find out really soon. Bring these boys out, bring the sneaky gets in. What was an amazing shot from... oh, those are organ guns. Yeah, we definitely can't have those hit. Oh, come on, we're outside of their range. They shot that like 20% outside of range with full accuracy. What we call shenanigans. Alright, Hellstinger. Actually, their most important targets for you are going to be these Iron Drakes. Start trying to take down these gyrocopters for me. Where are those Doom... there's the Doom Seekers, actually. That's your target. I lied. Once more. Alright, keep the organ guns worrying about the raiders. Start sending goblins just kind of all over the place. Goblins come back here. We'll start sending units just kind of all over. Drawing them in. We'll have the Red Bull come up and just deliver a death blow. You, Hellstinger, keep falling back. Sneaky Git, go slaughter. That's your target. And then this is yours. Okay, thank goodness they're picking bad shots, although those organ guns having that much range is all sorts of nasty. I just fly through. Let's go ahead and deal with these flame cannons in the back line. Someone's got to move in and do some disruption. Alright, Hellstinger, are you dealing with... Goblin Hewers are really not your target. It'd be flame cannons. Really? Okay. I didn't actually think they'd continue to fire and actually get any hits in. That is as unfortunate as it comes. This is just a ridiculous amount of artillery. It's gonna be very hard for us to do anything about just because of the amount of them there are. Die, drop in here. That's so instantaneous. Start ripping their way through immediately. Obviously, combat hewers are going to annihilate our units. Didn't even make it into combat with the flame cannons. Yeah, Shriekers are also already losing. Get in there and catch that hewer. We're going to annihilate all of you, but... Wow, okay, so they just decided not to do any of the given orders. Wolf Riders, get in there. Have them get aggressive towards those flame cannons. The Immortals come on in and start chopping through these Goblin Hewers. No one really else can. They're flying over the top. Alright, kids, get working. Have these Hobgoblins charge these flame cannons here. Losing. Oh, we see here. That's why we need to get back. I forgot the bombs to drop. Goblin Hewers would be the only way they can do any damage really to our Immortals. We're dropping bombs. Just doesn't do enough damage. Alright, we got that group of flame cannons. Let's go ahead and move up and go after these Iron Drakes. Get that Armor of Contempt going. My Death Shrieker needs to hurry up and get its act in gear. Hellspinger, drop the bombs. I'm flying this way. Get my Overseer pulling through. Yeah, the fact that they got those Goblin Hewers working on my... I'll go ahead and keep charging through. I know I told you boys to do. Alright, Death Shrieker's back. Yeah, one target. The Immortals are running. Those Doomseekers are single-handedly beating my entire squad. I lost one of those units of riders just last second. Alright, turn, let's get the Death Shrieker shots. Not enough of them. Up right on top here. Doomseekers can pretty easily single-handedly take out the rest of our squad. Put it to single shot and go after those Doomseekers. And the Hive Mind's doing everything it can not to lose units to the bombs. That's hilarious. Try to snipe their engineer hero next. Goblin Hewers being Slayers makes them pretty much impossible to charge with our Wolf Boys. Ripping to pieces. Fire on these Doomseekers. Yeah, we end up losing the battle. Turns out a Doom stack of flame cannons and Goblin Hewers is pretty strong. Let's go ahead and have you withdraw. No reason to have to recruit a new one. Try to take down the rest of those Doomseekers. You do the same here with these. Goblin Hewers are a pretty big issue. Assassins get in there. You guys keep firing on this Goblin Hero team. So we need more. So facing off against Karak Kadren, we definitely need more archers. Even just the normal Hobgoblin archers are perfectly acceptable because of the how the enemy plays things. Kill those trolls, troll hammers. More shot gets rid of these Doomseekers. Come on, just hit them. That's all you gotta do. Keep them chasing here. Keep firing those arrows at the Goblin Hewers, try to get rid of them as quickly as we can. That was a pretty excellent shot, but you're still not going... Oh, you already dealt with them. Perfect. So let's get the Goblin Hewers then. Use these goblins as bait. Red Bull, let's get you... I can't believe you haven't taken out this one Warhammer torpedo yet. Alright, take out their lord. Each shot there is going to be extremely devastating. You land on this Massacre Engineer. Now that we're just kind of using squads, a little bit easier to micro. Try not get away from him because he dropped the flashbang on you. Flashbang through the door. Yeah, there's no reason to be scared. You're out of bullets, so you can go ahead and withdraw. You guys would all focus this one unit of Goblin Hewers, we'd be reeling. Oh, really? Oh, army losses got us last second, did it? Let me take down a few more of these Hewers. We just really can't let them get you close. So why are you too scared? Just from damage sustained? Oh no, that definitely looks like we just got hit with the... Well, maybe not. Who knows? We definitely should be wavering this hard. I think we should still have a little bit of fight in us. Let's try to take down the rest of these Goblin Hewers we can. Just stay moving there, boys. Take down a few more of those Hewer teams. Alright, our bull's gone, and that might end up breaking the rest of the squad. And for now, they're still letting arrows fly. Please focus the Hewer. There's 3 of those guys left. That should be easy. 2 of those guys left now. If only we had a little bit more armor piercing, we could pretty easily deal with that engineer as well. Bring these guys this way. Looks like we're taking just enough damage. We got one more Hewer, so let's get this last one. We've got 9 guys in there, maybe. Keep moving so you're not quite taking as much damage. They're firing on that unit. Everyone else can stand still and keep firing. 4 Slayers left in that Hewer team. That will speed things up. There isn't a... I think I'll sit here for that long. Fire on the Hewers, keep moving. Fire on the flame cannons, keep moving. Look at these Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders, putting in some serious work. Khan would be proud. Iron Breakers, as soon as those Iron Breakers run, we're taking them out. They know it too. That's why they're keeping those hammers nearby. Keep the shots on these Iron Breakers. Keep them moving along the side too. Kill the rest of the flame cannon units. You shouldn't have let the Iron Breakers catch you. Says the wizard who definitely let it happen. Alright, out of shots. Let's go ahead and give them a double rear charge, see if we can't break them. Oh really, the Wolf Riders decided absolutely not. Alright, we're served a valiant defeat, but I'm actually fairly enthusiastic about this. This lets me know that all we really need to handle the vast hordes that Karak Katrain is going to be sending our way is going to be lots of Wolf Riders and good strong artillery, so we can outduel their artillery and also keep all of their infantry so slow that we can use the Wolf Riders to keep them guided for a really long time. We learned something here. Really? You are both aggressive and brave. A crushing defeat is what it gives us. I don't actually think that it would be. So let's go ahead and start off the next episode with a little bit of a small but very brutal battle here between Atelalaz Drakbeard and Yadri Oathforged. For now, though, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Astragoth Ironhand campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, I believe a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. See you on the next one.